You know, I've been thinking.
Oh, yes. And what have you been thinking?
Well, I've been thinking that it's thinking that got us where we are today.
Well, I followed your first bit about you having been thinking again, but I got lost on the second bit of thinking.
Well, just look at our village today.
Yeah, so I'm looking.
What can you see?
Well, I can see a group of people who aren't exactly living off the fat of the land, but they are doing very nicely, thank you.
Right. And how did this happen when, not all that long ago, we lived in a subsistence economy?
Oh, now I see what you mean. You mean which pieces of thinking, which ideas took us from one level of prosperity to another?
Right.
Right. It's quite simple, really. Subsistence is the economy we started out with, and a surplus is what we've got now.
Yes.
And the way we got from one to the other was by specialisation and by mechanisation. Sometimes a bit of one, sometimes a bit of the other, and sometimes a bit of both.
Do you remember what it was like, living in a subsistence economy?
Oh, could I ever forget?
We used to spend all our time and energy just getting ourselves enough food to stay alive. And there was never anything left over. And then we discovered division of labour by product.
Oh, yes, what a day that was.
It certainly was. We divided labour by product, which just meant that instead of every family doing everything for itself, one family specialised in sheep, one in cattle,
Another specialised in fish.
another in tailoring and cloth making.
Oh, that was us.
Yes, and as a result, 8 families produced enough to feed 10, which left 2 families with nothing to do. So they built the bridge, which took our cattle across to new pastures. And then they had time to dig the irrigation channel, which took the water to more of our crops. Do you remember what happened then?
Yes, then came division of labour by process. Until then, to make anything, one person had always done everything. I used to do everything from shearing the sheep to weaving the cloth, one process after another. It was slow, and I wasn't very good at all of it.
So we decided to specialise in one process each.
One did all the shearing.
Another, the washing.
Yeah, another the spinning.
And another did the dyeing.
Another the weaving.
Another for finishing.
And the result was that the same amount of people produced twice as many shawls by working together, one process each, as they would have done making complete shawls by themselves.
And what's more, the shawls were much better made.
Oh, thank you very much. Anyway, that's how we left our subsistence economy behind, to produce our surplus. It was our first great idea. We specialised. We specialised by product and we specialised by process. And our second great idea was we mechanised.